Hey guys, welcome to PEMBY'S Gaming World. This is Mayweather versus Thomas Hearns in a fantasy tournament I set up. I plan to upload this, but I thought I'd use this video footage to explain what I'm talking about in this video and how the AI, the way it's programmed, it drastically needs to change. Now, I'm fighting as Thomas Hearns because I wanted to see, I've made Floyd Mayweather, as you would expect, very, very skillful. You know, excellent counter puncher. That is what the AI basically is. It backs off and backs off and backs off. You're running round the octagon trying to catch the bastard all the way through the fight, and all it's looking to do is produce the perfect counter punch or counter kick or counter move of any description. You know, that's all it's looking to do is counter you. You know, it's really. If you create a fighter who's a brawler, then it's controlled by the AI. He's not a brawler, of course. But if you have a fighter that's basically a brawler, he's still backing off and counter punching. I mean, I want to make these fantasy fights, right? You know, I don't play online, as you can tell by my lack of online content. But you see, the thing is, I don't like the full aspect of MMA. I don't like, from a pure gameplay aspect, I do not like rolling about on a bleeding floor. It's just not me. It's not how I want to play a fight game. But anyway, that's just me, you know. Mayweather here is of course a counter puncher, and he backs off, which is true to life. But I could have made him as a brawler, and he'd still fight the exact same way. You know, it's ridiculous. As you'll see in this fight footage, that I'm throwing a lot of wild hooks and I'm missing like crazy. And another thing I'd like to point out is the way this the AI is programmed is that every punch and every move you make, it's programmed to give you the perfect counter. See that shove? You imagine it. You've planted your feet on the canvas and you're going to throw a huge overhand right. You're putting you're putting everything into it. And he just calmly sticks out a glove and shoves you a little bit. It's gonna maybe knock you back a little bit, but you're still going to be able to throw the punch. You know, look at that. You can guarantee that when he's done that, I've gone to throw a punch and my character has not responded. You know, a lot of the reactions from the AI borders on someone being, you'd have to be psychic to fight like the AI does. Because at the end of the day, you're putting information into the computer and the computer opponents reacting to what information you're sending, you know, i.e. button presses, stick movements and whatnot. Remember the old game, UFC 2, when the AI opponent could parry a lower leg kick and he'd not thrown one for 3 rounds, you know? So basically what I'm saying is when you press the buttons to do that, AI is, you know, depending on the level, especially on Legendary, it's got, which is what this is on, it's, you know, it's already, as soon as those buttons are pressed, it's already set up the counter. Whereas a human being, it would have to be very skillful and very psychic to do that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments if you agree with all of what I'm talking about. It's very frustrating, you know. I mean, I'm being outboxed. You can see I'm being outboxed. So I just want to get in there and have a fight, you know. I'm having some successes, but another thing I want to mention is the body strikes. The body strikes are woefully, you know, inadequate. I feel like I'm being pulled back. See Thomas Hearns there. He's got an invisible piece of elastic on his back, and he's like attached to the fucking corner of the octagon. See, that's how it feels when you're pushing left. I'm pushing left to get in there and bring the pain, right? He's counting me all the time. But I feel like, especially look at the body shots there. I'm pushing left like crazy, and he's stuck there, static, trying to throw body punches. There's a big delay in between him throwing them punches And look at that. Makes you look stupid. And the body punches are really slow. If this game was, had the same kind of reaction times as a character in Mortal Kombat, for instance, imagine how fun this would be to play. You throw a body shot, and you're going to get countered to the jaw. You're going to get uppercutted or whatever. The AI opponent, if it's a skillful, legendary opponent, he's going to stun you. If you have this on a default level when it comes to, the power of the punches and kicks. Look at that shove. Look at that shove. It's so unrealistic. It's abused. I feel like it's abused by the AI. To me, it's the new psychic parry. That shove. Or, there it is again. And that move. If you're a predictable opponent against a good human opponent, the human opponent is going to be able to do that, make you look stupid. But not the same levels the way the AI does it, And I thought, well, let me do some shoving, but I forgot the move, to be honest. But it's not the way I want to play a fight game, Yeah, look. I mean, if this went the distance, which it doesn't do, I'm glad to tell you, I would have been outpointed. It would have been absolutely, totally unanimous in Mayweather's favour. But you see him wasting a hell of a lot of punches here. He's making me look like a dick. Just here I am. But I'm not going to do a video showing my latest creations. I've just created Marvin Hagler, and honest to God, I tell you what, Marvin Hagler looks awesome, and I challenge anybody to make a good representation of Marvin Hagler. Even this guy, Thomas Hearns, and he looks superb. I've really been able to create him properly. I've tried for years to do Marvin Hagler, Same with Thomas Hearns, like I say, and my Mike Tyson, I believe, is pretty good. Look at the shoving. There we go. We're getting with the left hook there and a right hook combination. Really going for it here. I've got, everything on equal sliders for both me and the AI opponent. But the thing is, he's a middleweight. He's been made as a middleweight, and Mayweather's, can't remember, is a lightweight or he's a featherweight even. So he's not going to have the same power as Mr. Hearns. Oh, and congratulations to Anthony Joshua. Last night he beat Alexander Povetkin in the 7th round. It was, quite a tricky opponent and quite a dangerous opponent as well. You could see in the early rounds he broke AJ's nose in the 1st round. Very seasoned campaigner and very dangerous. But you can just see that Joshua's only had 20 odd fights, And a lot of heavyweights in the division have had twice as many as that. But you can see that, imagine if he had twice as many fights, Anthony Joshua, he'd just be untouchable. I really don't know what would happen with Joshua and Wilder, I mean, you can admire Fury's achievement against Klitschko, but I'm not a fan of Mr. Fury because of all the shit talk, I know a lot of fighters do it, and but it's the way a lot of fighters shit talk, and then they're like hugging each other after the fight. I just don't want to see it. Just like I don't want to see that. Have an overhand. Damn, that shove mechanic. Since they've recently added that, I mean, players can abuse that online, I suppose, but the AI does it to a ridiculous level. And why are you able to just casually stick out an arm, which is what I was doing, and stop someone who's coming at you full force? Stop them from even throwing a punch. It's bullshit. So EA Canada, you need to sort this out. It's ridiculous. It makes the game. It's not as fun to play, basically. If you have an AI opponent that switches up, spends one round backing off like this one does, counter punching, then in the second round or third, whatever, it brings the pain. Especially if you've created a brawler, you know. You can see I've created 2 strikers here. Mayweather really is starting to get to him now. I mean, if you know boxing, you know that when you throw a certain punch, a good counter punch is gonna, throw the perfect response. But not to this level. Not to the level of being bloody psychic. The amount of times it does that, it ducks below your punch and hooks you to the body. A lot of these moves that you see from the AI would only be done by a skillful player if he's studying his opponent while fighting against his opponent, and if his opponent is in any way predictable, you could do all what the AI, does. Not as often though. Let's just sort of talk through this fight and let you watch. It's quite an entertaining fight actually. To my eyes, it is. But lastly, before this fight, ends, I just want to talk about why the hell EA are not taking the opportunity to produce a really decent boxing game. Why do you think I've created these 2 fighters that don't kick, they don't grab, they don't try to take each other down? Why do you think EA themselves have done this tournament mode, which is what this is, and it's just a striking only tournament mode? Why have they done that? Because they're trying to, please everybody. So if you're going to please people properly, give them a UFC game, give them a boxing game. Imagine just how many boxes I could create in Game Face. They could improve Game Face. They can improve all the hairstyles. I mean, how many hairstyles suit a white fighter only in this game? I'm not saying there's any racism there, but you look at a lot of the hairstyles, you think, I can't put that on a black fighter. He's going to look bloody ridiculous. It's going to look like he's got a white man's wig on. It's going to look silly. I mean, this hairstyle, of course, is the most appropriate for Thomas Hearns. You'd have to worry about hair with Mayweather, unless he's making a younger version of him when he did have hair. But even that is not enough. You should have different levels of shaving head. You can see him getting here now. First knockdown for Thomas Hearns. I hope you've enjoyed this commentary and enjoyed the fight, and you agree with a lot of what I'm saying. I'd like some feedback in the comments section. Starting to get my range a little bit better now. He's still throwing counters, but I've managed to counter him now with a good left hook. The uppercut as well. Half the time, I can guarantee, in the heat of the moment playing this game, you throw an uppercut and he throws a jab or whatever, because it's not registered the fact that you've pressed both buttons together. It's beyond annoying. Mayweather, he's not got much left. He succumbs to that over and right. Another thing with the AI, when it's fucked like this, you can see it's visibly fucked. He's still able to do these perfect manoeuvres where he gets out of the way. You just wouldn't have the stamina or the the wits to do it. He didn't get out of the way with that one. He's wobbling like fuck. I've got some Rocky Balboa and Trouble Lang and all them Apollo Creeds. I've created all them, I've had them created for a long time, but I've dragged my feet on posting video featuring those fighters. And recently, because I've done certain fighters, I've been accused of copying people. I've been doing this since 2014, making Game Face related content with UFC games. So don't tell me I copy anybody. I've got my own mind, I've got my own imagination. Don't need to. Go on, Hearnsy. There we go with the left uppercuts. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you agree with what I'm saying, you understand what I'm getting at. I mean, it's so slow and unresponsive to this game. They tweak that quite a lot. I think it was so much better to play. Knockout mode, forget it. I've not even played that once. Actually, tell a lie, yes I have. In this game. But some of the animations in this damn game are just terrible. There's a cartwheel kick you can do. I won't even assign that to any fighter I create because it looks ridiculous. You know? There's Thomas Hearns there. Fabulous victory over Mayweather. Somehow I don't think that'd happen in real life. And another thing, they wouldn't be stood in the bleeding octagon. But when you're crying out for a boxing game, this is the next best thing, I suppose. The good thing with this game, you can disable the kicks so that they just throw punches. Disable their ability to take their opponent down or clinch. And they have a mode where it's striking only, which is pretty good. But anyway, EA, sort out the AI. Right? I nearly said that wrong. Cheers, thanks for watching.